So I was about to step out and I decided to share this with you. Lately, I've developed a habit of switching off my radio or doing away with music or any audiobook when I'm driving, and instead use that time to reflect or have a moment of prayer, which has really worked for me because I get to have that time alone. And one of the days, as I was reflecting, I thought of how blessed we are as a generation. We are so blessed in that we have access to a lot of information. We have access to a lot of open source tools. And by that I mean free softwares. You can literally learn a new skill overnight. I mean, YouTube has billions of videos that can teach you something new, something important, something you can actually use in your life to better your life. And same goes for TikTok. But it all depends on why you are watching those videos anyway. So, as much as we are blessed, I've also realized that we are somewhat, I don't know what's the word to use, redundant? I don't know, we are somewhat laid back. Like we have all this information, but we are not using it to our advantage. And yes, having knowledge about something is one thing, and then implementing the knowledge that you know is another. They might seem like they're so close, but they are quite far apart, especially when you're not intentional. And that's where reflection comes in. I mean, when you take time, when you spare a moment to reflect on your life, where you are, then you get to actually identify the things that you like or things that you like, what you want to do away with, what you want to keep. And the same applies to knowledge. The more time you spend reflecting on the knowledge that you have acquired, the more you can actually implement that knowledge. For instance, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. And then wisdom, which is basically implementation of knowledge, is actually using that tomato in making a salad, which we are not doing more often. Because I mean, with billions of knowledge, if I might ask you, which new skill have you learned of late? And you know, the knowledge that we have out there, the information that we have out there is not even dependent so much on the gadgets that you have. Like, you don't need to have a laptop or a computer to learn a new skill online. All you need is internet. Nowadays, almost everyone has a smartphone. So how are you using your smartphone? Like I mentioned earlier, I learned video editing through YouTube. I just got one good tutorial that I cling on and boom, I learned how to do video editing. So you can also learn how to do video editing on your phone. You can learn graphics on your phone. You can learn a lot of things using your phone. You can study a new course. Google has a lot of free courses and they actually give accreditations. You can get a certificate, from learning a new thing using your phone. It doesn't require you to have a computer or anything like that. But how often do we do this? How often do we take the time to actually reflect on the blessing that we have? One successful entrepreneur called Patrick Bet-David, his channel is called Valuetainment. It's a good one. He has very good content. If you're into business, you're an entrepreneur, please check him out. You'll thank me later. So he made a statement some time back. He said, in this day and era, in this generation, in this time, this is the easiest time to become a millionaire. I was like, say what? He said this is the easiest time to become a millionaire simply because we have access to a lot a lot of information, but the only thing lacking is implementation. So today I'm not here to teach you anything new. I just want you to spare a moment in your time. I know you do consume the content. I don't know what your intentions were, but I want you to spare some time to reflect on that knowledge that you get so you can be able to actually implement and gain out of it in your life. And I know this because, yes, I am one of those as well. I'm a work in progress. I'm still working on it. There are some things that I'm very aware of, but I am not implementing. So join me in cultivating a better version of ourselves. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.